Good day to all our viewers. I am Umair Ghaffar and I am really glad to have you with us today. Assalamu alaikum, Irum Haider. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's truly an honor to have you with us.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Before I begin, viewers, let me briefly introduce. Irum Haider is a well-known psychologist who has helped many people improve their mental well-being. She has 3 years of experience in counseling, therapy, and spreading mental health awareness. Today, we're here to learn from her valuable experience. In this interview, we will talk about mental health, stress, and how to stay emotionally healthy in daily life. We hope this conversation helps our audience better understand psychological well-being. So, Iram, start the conversation. Thank you so much for giving us your valuable time.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Now we start the talk about mental health. So, Iram, what inspired you to work in the field of mental health?
From an early age, I was deeply interested in understanding how people think, feel, and behave. I saw how mental health challenges can affect relationship, work, and overall quality of life. This inspired me to pursue psychology so I could help individuals overcome their struggles and reach their potential. Their idea that even small interventions can change someone's life for the better motivates me every day.
What are some common psychological issues people face in everyday life?
In everyday life, people often deal with stress, anxiety, and low mood due to work pressure. Family responsibilities is the main cause nowadays, or social challenges. Many also struggle with self esteem issues, relationship conflict between husband wives, or relationship, especially relationship of any kind. Either it is the relationship between husband and wife, between the siblings, and between the other family members. Managing emotions is the major difficulty nowadays. Sometimes these challenges go unnoticed until they start affecting physical health or daily functioning, which is why awareness and early intervention are so important. If you feel any issues regarding mental health or psychological issues, you should consult your psychologist or any other mental health professional.
Okay, fine. What exactly is mental health?
I want to define mental health with the WHO organization, which is World Health Organization. Where World Health Organization define there is no health without mental health. It means if you are mentally stressed or feeling any mental issue, you are not physically healthy. Mental health is our emotional, psychological, and social well being. It affects how we think, feel, and behave in everyday life, as well as how we handle stress related to others and make decisions. Just like physical health, mental health need care and attention for us to function at our best.
Iram, how can we recognize if someone is struggling with mental health issues?
To define or diagnosis about mental health issues, there is a number of major signs which help us to identify mental health struggling or any issue. Which sign I want to highlight here? Signs can include change in mood, behavior, and thinking pattern, such as withdrawal from social activities, loss of interest, unusual irritability, troubling sleeping, poor concentration, or persistent sadness and anxiety. Sometimes it's also reflect in physical symptoms like fatigue or unexpected ache. The key is to notice consistent change over time, not just a bad day. I want to add the quotation by Nomi Judd. He says about this issue, your body hears everything your mind says. To identify mental health issues and if someone is struggling related to mental health issues.
And what is difference between stress and depression?
I want to differentiate between stress and depression. First of all, I will like to tell you about what is stress. Stress is usually a temporary response to a specific challenge or demand and can motivate action. But if we talk about the depression is persistent state or low mood, hopelessness, and loss of interest that affect our daily life. Stress is pressure. Depression is when the weight becomes too heavy to carry.
Iram, does social media affect our mental health?
Yes, of course. Social media can have both positive and negative effects on mental health. On one hand, it allows people to connect, share experience, and find support communities. On the other hand, excessive use can lead to comparison, low self-esteem, cyberbullying, and a fear of missing out. The constant flow of information can also increase anxiety and disturb sleep also. The impact depends on how and how much we use it. I want to
Okay.
add a quotation in this question. Don't compare your behind the scene with someone else highlight reels.
Iram, how can we use technology in a healthy way to support mental wellness?
We can use technology mindfully by setting time limits for social media, following positive and educational content, especially, and using mental health apps for meditation, mood tracking apps, or therapy sessions from a specialist or psychologist. Scheduling tech-free time, especially before bed, helps protect sleep and mental clarity. Technology should serve a tool to improve our life, not control it. I also want a little and meaningful quotation in this answer. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you.
So, Iram, how can we take care of our mental health in daily life?
We can care for our mental health by keeping a balanced routine, getting enough sleep, eating healthy food, exercise regularly, practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation, and staying socially connected with your friends, with your siblings, or with your family. Limiting negative content, setting boundaries, and taking small breaks during the day also help maintain mental well being. Self care is not a luxury, it's a necessity.
Iram, how can parents support their children mental health?
Parents play a very vital role by listening without judgment, encouraging open communication between parent and child, and spending quality time together, celebrating efforts, not just achievement, create emotional safety. It's about guiding, not controlling. So children feel valued and resilient. I want to add a very famous quotation, which is given by a famous sociologist. Children learn more from what you are than what you teach them.
Iram, what should teacher do if they notice a student show the sign of mental distress?
Teachers should approach the student with compassion and without assumptions, offering a listening ear and a supportive space. They can then facilitate connection with counselor, involve parents thoroughly, and monitor ongoing behaviors, always respecting the student privacy. There's a very famous psychologist, Yuri Bronfenbrenner, who worked on developmental psychology and give a lot of theory which help in educational psychology. He says every child need at least one adult who believes in them. I also wanted to add statistical research or survey in Pakistan. A systematic review in Pakistan found that 42.66% of university students experience depressive symptoms and they are suffering from mental health issues.
Iram, as a psychologist, what final message would you like to share with our audience about mental health?
As a psychologist, I believe that mental health is not just the absence of illness, but the presence of emotional well-being, resilience, and the sense of purpose. My message to everyone is simple: talk, listen, and support each other without judgment. A kind word, a listening ear, and a little empathy can change someone's life. Let's make mental health a priority, not a stigma.
Thank you, Dr. Iram, for sharing such valuable insights. Your words are a reminder that mental health deserves the same care and attention as physical health. And with professionals like you, we move one step closer to our health. Thank you, Dr. Iram, for giving us your valuable time. We hope this conversation helps our audience better understand psychological well-being. Thank you so much, Iram. Allah Hafiz.
Welcome and Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.